Olivia and Alex. We're here in Los Angeles, the Valley. You guys are living in a hotel homeless. Tell me about it.
I hate it. This is actually not our first time being homeless. The first original time was back in 2013 when my mom decided to go back to Uganda to have like a mini vacation. I had lost my job. I got laid off. And then I thought I had nowhere to go. Thankfully, I went to the county and they put us in a hotel. Actually, we're at the Budget Inn, which is literally walking distance from here. We stayed there for about a month and a half. And then there was a Lutheran Social Services. So they helped us stay in the extended stay for about 3 months. And then I stayed in an apartment in Van Nuys. And then unfortunately, they cut my hours. We got evicted. And that was the second time. And so I thought everything was fine and everything went well. And then unfortunately, my son went into anaphylactic shock at the daycare, which is around the corner from here. They gave him a pint of milk and he almost died.
Oh my gosh.
So we got airlifted to the children's hospital. He was lifeless for a good 2-3 minutes. And then after that, I couldn't work. Every day I would keep thinking about it. The job I had was seasonal at the Cheesecake Factory ended. And so my mom would help take care of my son. And then I got another job at Bank of America as a temp doing real estate. That job ended as well. I worked at City National Bank and I did a bunch of other odd jobs to try to make ends meet. It wasn't enough. And so that, right before Christmas, we were evicted. And then this final time, actually, we were evicted Christmas Day. And I was like, I can't. I thought I was losing my mind. He was supposed to get all the stuff for Christmas. I couldn't afford it. I was like, you'll get it, next year, this time this year. It never happened. I was crying. I had to move everything by myself because, unfortunately, the people at Home Depot, they don't speak English. They didn't want to help me.
My grandma was just playing music, not doing anything, not helping.
Yeah, I had to move my whole entire apartment by myself in the U-Haul truck, move everything to the public storage in Northridge. My back was out for a good 2-3 days. We checked into the Motel 6 that Christmas Day, and then we stayed there for about a day and a half, and then my mom put us at a different hotel. I don't remember which one. And then I went to the county the following day to get the assistance because now they help you every year to get hotel vouchers. So it's a good 28 days through the program. And then because I'm in Gain and I work, they gave me an extra 14 days. So I got about a month and a half at the Sylmar Motel 6. And I would commute from Sylmar to North Hills to make sure my son was going to school. And LA Family Housing then stepped in because they said I had to exhaust the county before I get their help.
Right.
And
so now LA Family's helping you.
Yes. So after we stayed in Motel 6, actually they tried to put us at the palm tree above the street. They had bed bugs. So we left. I left. I was like, I'm not going to stay in a hotel that has bed bugs. Despite us being homeless, we don't have to be in a bad situation because we're already in a situation as it is. Yeah. So we left, and then we stayed at the Travel Inn, which is also in Sepulveda, and I paid out of pocket. So I paid about a good $300-400 for 2-3 days. And then LA Family Housing did step in, and we actually stayed in Crenshaw for about a month and a half. And it was nice, actually. It was like the Taj Mahal. We had all the movie channels. It was a 60-inch TV, but the neighborhood was bad. Every other week, a kid was getting shot at Audubon Middle School, and the street would be blocked off. I would have to leave at 4 in the morning just to bring my son to school. Yeah, people are gangbanging, people are shooting, people are drinking outside. It was just not the area to raise my kid, and I'm like, I don't want to be here. If I'm trying to find an apartment in the Valley, I can't do this commute from Crenshaw back and forth every single day. Yes, I go to West Angeles and it's around the corner, and that was great. It was 5 minutes away, but
you go to the twins' house.
I would go to my friends in South Central and see them on the weekends too, but it wasn't an environment I wanted to raise my kid in because, unfortunately, as a single parent, little kids are always drawn into that gang lifestyle, and I'm like, I don't want that for my son.
So, Bishop Blake?
Yes, he's still there. He's amazing.
So that's where I got saved at a Smokey Robinson testimony when I lived in a homeless shelter.
That's amazing.
Many, many years ago. And also, I was the family case manager for Essentia, family outreach case manager. And on Christmas, I used to adopt the Budget Inn. And I would bring all the family's trees and gifts. And so, oh my gosh, I can only imagine what you've gone through as a mom and the strength, because I've seen the stories here. I've lived the stories here, not as a homeless mom, but as a worker coming in and adopting these hotels. I miss coming in here and around the holidays and helping you guys.
Right.
I totally miss it, but I can't. You know, one of the things that really broke my heart when we were talking, you can't let Alex outside here because when it gets dark, this neighborhood becomes bad.
Exactly. And actually, I used to live on the corner from here. I used to live right there on Sepulveda and Tupper, which is walking distance. And there was always cops. People smoke weed.
Remember when there was a robbery at Chase?
There was a robbery at Chase. They shut it down. It was 103 degrees outside. I couldn't even get in my apartment to give him a shower. He has severe eczema, so when it's hot, he breaks out really bad. And they wouldn't even let me go in my own apartment to take a shower.
So, first off, your strength, and yours too, is really inspiring. Really, really inspiring.
Thank you.
America doesn't see this homelessness.
Bless you.
They don't see families in hotels.
Right.
They see the guy with the cardboard box. Or they think, get a job.
Exactly.
And you have a job.
Right.
You have a job now.
Yeah, I do.
And
It's through the county. It's through the GAIN program. So I'm a TSC. I work at the Goodwill corporate office in Panorama City. And it's actually better because I used to work at the corporate office in the LA campus in Lincoln Heights, and that commute was just bad. At 4 o'clock, I'd be in the freeway for an hour and a half getting home. If there was a car accident, even longer. So I love the fact that I'm 5 minutes away. God forbid something happens to my son at school, I could get there in 2 minutes. Yeah. So it's better.
That is great, but I mean, you can't afford an apartment.
No, because they only pay me $12 an hour. I would need a job that at least pays me at least 18 to 20 to survive. I still have a car note that's about $266.83 a month. My car insurance is $160. My phone bill is about $60. All these bills add up. By the time, that I only have like $100 left in my check. Every other bill adds up. Then I still have to start paying my student loan. So that way I could try to better myself and go to law school. I don't want to be in this situation ever again.
We'll back up a little bit. Well, first I wanted to talk childcare because childcare is extremely expensive. It's almost as expensive as rent.
Exactly.
And it really is a roadblock for homeless families, homeless moms.
Right.
But you said this law thing, you kind of like tried to cruise right by that, didn't you? So what's this law school thing?
Okay, so ever since I was a kid, everybody's always told me that I'm very smart and I'm, very quick on my feet. I'm opinionated and I would do well in being a lawyer. So after I graduated CSUN last spring, I wanted to do law school. So I've always been studying for it. I keep procrastinating. Matter of fact, I think I missed the deadline by like a week or so, but I could still call them and turn in my paperwork and take the LSAT actually next month on the 15th. So people take years to study for the LSAT. I'm smart where I feel I could get a perfect score in my first try. I still want to take it actually next month, score it out the park, hopefully go to Harvard, take my kid with me, and then come back and be rich, be famous, and then be the first African woman to be on the Supreme Court. And,
whoa. We go from law school, Harvard, and now you're going all the way to Supreme.
Because I don't want to ever have to go to a struggle. I want my son to grow up and know, even though we've gone through hard times, Mom made it. She made a way out of no way. Anything he wants, I give it to him. He's actually in Boy Scouts at West Angeles. He loves it. When they had the whole thing for the vets on Saturday, I woke up at 4 or 5 in the morning, got ready, took him. Just to see his face light up and be around other kids was amazing.
I was on TV.
You was on TV? Now you're going to be on YouTube. What do you think about that? Well, not yet. I got to upload it. I'm not that good. It takes me a while.
So, yeah. Everything I do for him, as long as he's happy, they have a fishing trip actually next month. I've never gone fishing. I've never gone camping. It takes me out of my comfort zone. But for him, I'll do it. So, my son is my everything to me.
Okay. What would you want people to know about family homelessness? I mean, how many places have you been in the last year?
I've been from Sylmar to Crenshaw to the shelter in Woodland Hills and now here. I'm really tired.
So that's
of
5 places?
Yes, and it's exhausting because as you can see, I have all this stuff. I still have more in my trunk. I have like 4 or 5 pairs of shoes. I have some other clothes. I'm like a mini hoarder.
My
I have my
shoes
own
right
storage
there.
space. Yeah,
Yeah.
I try to keep everything neat and organized, but I really accumulated a lot of
Well,
stuff.
let's talk. How hard is it? I mean, it's one room. It's not like
It's a studio. It's a studio.
Yeah,
It's not
but
even one room.
Yeah, but it's not like when you rent a bachelor studio.
Exactly.
There's like a kitchen.
Right.
You don't have anything
No.
like that. You have a sink and a bed and a
Right.
bathroom and a table.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly. I hate it because I can't cook. I have an EBT card. My EBT card is actually maxed out. I have no more money. I'm depleted. I'm thankful for my mom that cooks for him and takes him to Denny's so he could eat. Whenever he can, I'll just try to get a cup of noodles or, count on my pennies that I have and eat. And thankfully, by the first, I'll have cash aid, and then the third, I'll have my food stamps.
And you do this dance every month.
Yeah, pretty much. And I hate it.
Now, because LA Family Housing is helping you, the government considers you're homeless.
Yeah.
But when you're paying for this yourself, you're
Can't
not
afford it.
homeless.
Oh, I couldn't
You're not
afford it.
homeless.
No.
Yeah.
You're living somewhere.
Yeah.
You can afford to pay the monthly, and then after 28 days, you actually have to move. So come the 28th day, I'm here. I have to pack all my stuff, find another hotel to stay, and then the next day I can come back and check in.
So why do you have to move? Is that a hotel policy?
Yeah, it's a new rule as of last year. You can't
Do all of them?
Everyone in here has to move come their 28th day. They have to exit, take everything with them,
And that's
then
because
come
of the
back and
homeless
exit.
families. I mean, this.
Yeah,
It's like
it's just a hotel. It's not an actual it's not your house.
Yeah.
So to maintain that law, you have to take everything with you, get out, stay at a
It's
different
city
hotel,
law
and then
or a
come back
state
in.
law.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know. So, because back when I was case manager, we could only house a family for 3 days.
That's nice. That's
Yeah,
not that long though, but that
In 3 days, how do you
can't do anything. Yeah.
establish?
you barely take a shower
anything?
and leave. Yeah, you can't do anything.
But in Florida, it's around Disneyland where you have around Orlando where you have this strip of families in hotels, and here it's Sepulveda.
Yeah.
All these hotels are filled
Yeah.
with homeless families.
Yeah.
And you got.
And matter of fact, the Indians run this one, the one on Palm Tree, and the Budget Inn. They run these 3 hotels because I saw the owner on Saturday and I was like, I didn't realize she owned all 3. I thought she just owned this one and Palm Tree. I didn't know she owned this one too.
Yeah.
So it's a franchise for them.
Yeah.
It's pretty
I'm sure.
smart.
I'm sure. Well, you are amazing.
Thank you.
You're an inspiration to me.
Thank you.
Alex, you're an inspiration to me too.
Pretty boy.
Pretty boy. Whoa, wait. Pretty
This guy.
boy. What's pretty boy?
Means you're pretty, you fresh, you cool.
Well, I knew you was cool, and you're obviously pretty.
You swag.
I'm too old to understand this fresh stuff.
You have a chain like me.
Yeah.
Jordans,
So
basketball shoes, soccer shoes.
we already established that you're going all the way to the Supreme Court.
Right.
How about you? What are you gonna be when you grow up?
Rapper.
A rapper. Cool. Awesome.
Nothing else?
I'm gonna be.
Let's want to play soccer.
I wanna play soccer, football.
So, if you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
For me or for him?
Both of you.
To get out of this situation, to pass the bar my first try, and then to get a house for me and all my family to live in. Because my sister's actually pregnant and her baby's due July 1st. So
I thought Grandma's not gonna live with. I thought she's gonna live with Diane.
no, she's not.
So, Alex, do you have any wishes?
Huh?
You have any wishes?
Yeah.
What are they?
I wish I had a PS4, and I wish I had a Nintendo Switch, and I wish I had high top soccer shoes, and I wish I had Gucci.
You got it all down. Well, thank you very much for talking to me. It's been an honor to meet you both.
It's been an honor to meet you as well.